Morning and welcome to Daybreak. I'm Alex Peterson.
And I'm Celina Pompeani. This week on Daybreak, we have all of your campus, city, and national news.
Plus a look at weather, sports, and entertainment reports. And Tori Adams will be here with us to make some pinwheel hors d'oeuvres. Daybreak starts right now.
Pennsylvania may be added to the list of states where residents could be allowed to possess and smoke marijuana legally. Democrat State Senator Daling Leach announced plans back in January about this new law. That's going to be happening in Pennsylvania. And even though Point Park doesn't have a major issue with the use of marijuana, officials on campus continue to be on the lookout for it. Captain Bernie Merrick says that they've received a lot of calls for what someone thought was a smell of marijuana, but it turns out it was just something else. He also says students are generally cooperative when they are caught with any types of drugs or alcohol. And of course, campus police do have the right to enter a student's room if they smell something suspicious. Merrick also says that if any laws do change, they would have to review it with administration. WPPJ Point Park Students Radio Station is in New York this weekend. 5 students are there representing Point Park at the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System. Point Park was nominated for 5 awards after students submitted their broadcast pieces to IBS. The students nominated for awards are Aaron Cooney, Matt Desmond, Wayne Well, Liz Lehue, and Nick Spurdute. In the past years, WPPJ has won awards, including Best Podcast, so a big congrats to the WPPJ members. And finally this morning, despite all of the changes to the U.S. Postal Service, Point Park University's Mail Center will continue to provide the same service to students. But starting in August, the Postal Service will not be delivering mail on Saturdays. Now, this may create issues with students who live far away from home, but for right now, no changes will be made. That's all I have for your campus news. Let's head over to Alex with your city news.
Thank you, Celina. 3 strikes and you're out, a common phrase at PNC Park during baseball season here in Pittsburgh. But it only took 1 strike from a protective father to rip off a security guard's fingertip during a recent brawl. Rachel and Christopher George pled guilty earlier this week to simple assault, recklessly endangering another person, public drunkenness, and disorderly conduct during a home game in May of last year. Ms. George was removed from the stands for smoking by security official Joseph Risher. Unaware of why his daughter was being removed, Mr. George followed his daughter and repeatedly shoved Risher, causing him to fall over a crowd barrier, knocking it over, trapping the middle finger of his left hand. Surgeons could not save the finger, unfortunately, and it was nearly severed at the knuckle. Risher still has phantom tingles in the finger today and says his hand now suffers from arthritis. And West Mifflin police are still on the hunt for a man they claim attempted to abduct a woman waiting for a bus late Monday night. The unidentified 22-year-old woman told police she heard the man drive up in a 90s-type boxcar, then approach her on foot to ask about the bus schedule. She said the man went back to his car, then a minute later returned, grabbed her, placed a bag or rag over her mouth with an unknown liquid substance on it, and the woman was able to break free and contact authorities. She was evaluated at UPMC Mercy Hospital and suffered no injuries. Surveillance cameras in the area may provide police with possible suspects. And 7 students were taken to the hospital after a school bus crashed at a New Kensington elementary school, authorities said. A bus hit another bus in front of it around 3:10 p.m. Tuesday at Greenwald Memorial Elementary School on Elm Tree Road, according to a press release from New Kensington Arnold Superintendent John Pallone. Pallone said the children were alarmed by the sudden jerking of the vehicle resulting from the unexpected contact, but thankfully no one was seriously hurt or injured. The students were evaluated by the school nurse and paramedics on scene. Pallone said 7 students were transported to Allegheny Valley Hospital. As a precaution, no word on a cause for the accident. And in a scene right out of Vegas, a former manager with West Penn Allegheny Health System was arrested Monday, charged with stealing more than $713,000 in stolen goods. Authorities say he used to gamble. The accused, J.A.R. Johnson, also known as Ira Johnson, was manager of Patient Financial Services with access to receipts to be deposited into the system's bank account. Investigators say that Johnson directed funds from the health system into a checking account in his name, an account he frequently withdrew from to gamble at Rivers Casino on the North Shore, as well as Presque Isle Downs and casinos in Erie. Johnson faces 10 counts of theft and misuse of government funds. And this week, that's all we have for your city news. Now back to Celina at the couch.
Thanks again, Alex. Next on Daybreak, we'll have a national news report and a look into downtown transportation. We'll be right back.